Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I'm going to be playing with the Lunar Beauty palette, Strawberry Dream, and I did a video on Monday with this palette, and it didn't get posted because it kicked my butt. It was awful. I did horrible. I couldn't post it. Like, I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that. I'm just a consumer of makeup, and when I feel bad for a brand doing something, it's bad. And I just couldn't post something like that because even though the shadows were great, I mean, they really were, the look was atrocious and it got out of hand. The colors are very pigmented, and even though they blend, they're just so bright and dark. And I'm used to that, but not used to that in the sense of I'm not used to this formula. So this is what the palette looks like. And as you can see, we got some bright colors in here. We got some lighter colors, but we got some bright. And I decided to be the smart one to use the bright ones. Mistake on my part. But today I thought we would try it again. And this time, hopefully, it doesn't kick my butt. Even though I have a strong feeling it might. But it is Wednesday, and we're halfway through the week. And I hope everybody is safe and healthy and trying to live the best life they can at their house. I'm telling you, after this, we're really going to be close to the ones we live with. Because, I mean, even though my fiance has to go out and work still, he's still home a good bit. Business is down, to be expected. But he still wants to try to do his part and help. But it's been real interesting, we'll say it like that. And homeschooling my children, boy, are my kids in trouble, let me tell you. Let me tell you. But let's go ahead and get into the palette. The first color I'm going to go in with is Cloudy. And we're going to try to start that with our crease color. And pray that it works. I'm going to be using my Sigma brushes today. And this one's the E40. I will say I've really been enjoying these brushes. And they are kind of pricey. But if you can find them when they're on sale, it's not so bad, to be honest with you. And I have a lot of brushes from a lot of brands, and I've really been enjoying my Sigma brushes. I don't know if you can see that or not from this side of this eye. It's very faint, but it is a very light color. I feel like this would be more of an all over shadow if you were going to lay down. I did lay down a setting powder already. I put my Urban Decay Eden primer on. And again, I'm not going to do this palette justice by no means. So keep that in mind. But if I can somewhat create a look out of this palette that looks decent, I have succeeded. But it does go to show, like, it's beautiful, the colors and stuff, but is this an everyday palette? I can't say that it is. Alright, I think that's pretty much laid down to the best of. And this is pretty much as dark as it gets. And I will say that it's a lot of blending with these colors. At least it was for me the first time, but I know I got out of hand is why. And I'm trying to take it very slow this time. Okay. Do we see it? And then again, maybe this palette isn't made for your everyday customer either, you know? Maybe it's meant for someone that has a little more skill set than what I have. So the next color I think I'm going to go in with, I'm going to take, is Skyline. And I'm going to take my, what is this? E45. And I'm going to put it right in my crease. Now I have hooded eyes, so that makes a difference also. And this is a pretty salmon color. I really do like this color. I liked it the first time around too. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just a very pretty pink salmon color. Well, peachy color. Not pink really, salmon, you know, peach. Or peach. And you know, I didn't have any problems with these colors here. These are very light. And they're pretty. They're, you know, you can see them. They're... Okay. Then go back in with that first color. And then this is where my troubles begin. When I started going into darker colors. So, we are going to take a very small brush. And try this. Because I don't want it to get out of hand. At all. And I got a lot of these brushes, so we are going to figure this out. Let's just take this brush. What does it, you know? Okay. So let's go with an E47. And again, it definitely could depend on the brushes, is why things do what they do also. And we're going to go into Sunset. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner, or outer V, I guess is what you'd call it. And we are going so slow and so easy. And again, if you're, you know, your skill set's probably much better than mine. It doesn't seem patchy. And there's no fallout, which it's a matte, but, you know. And then this ain't where I had the problem. The problem is when it started, when I got really dark, when I started going darker, that became the problem, you know? Like right now I'm okay. But as I built it is when it became the problem. Alright, then we'll take that first one again and go back into that skyline. Maybe I need to take like one of these maybe. What is this? An E44. Maybe just blend it. I don't know. This is where I get in trouble because, like, as not a makeup artist, I don't really know. And like, I feel like I'm kind of doing it right, but then I'm like, am I? And I'm almost positive that like this is not the correct brush to be using, in a sense. But regardless, you can see that it's blending nicely and it's... Now we're going to do the same thing to this eye. And I sometimes think, I see people using tape and I think to use that, but if I start that, I'm scared that, like, when do you learn to stop, And I feel like maybe then I could use a little bit bigger of a brush, but then I don't know. It's like, I just watch people go boom, 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 and they're done, you know? And I'm like, whoa, 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 what'd you just do? You know? And I'm like, wait, 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 wait. How'd you do that? You know? How did you make that just right? And being a brighter color, it's hard anyway to blend, you know? Alright. Then I'm going to go in with that peachy shade again. Or the salmon shade. I'm sorry, salmon. Because I try to think that there's a piece of tape there, you know? That way I don't go too far over. But sometimes it just don't work out for me like that, you know? Alright. I think they're both the same brightness. And then sometimes I just think that some palettes just aren't made for some people, so to say. You know, maybe it's just not. I'm going to take that same brush and go in. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe I need to leave it alone, right? Because this is where I can get into trouble. Because I was going to darken that up. And I don't. Yeah, this is the right brush. And I don't necessarily think I should. I think this one needs a little bit more color though. Sometimes I think that maybe I need to take it and like make that part darker. But then I never know, you know? So I kind of just leave it as is. And it works like that. It's the only thing I know to do. I don't know. Alright, but the next shade we're going to go in with, I think I'm going to put the Ruby Skies. And I'm not wetting it. I'm patting it right now. If I have to wet it, I will. We'll see. I'm hoping I don't. I like it when I don't have to. So I got that all over the lid. Well, not all over, about 3/4 of the lid. Now on the other side, I am going to wet it just to see what it will do, because I am curious. Where's my Max Fix Plus? Okay. So let's try this side with it wetted. Oh yeah. Okay. It's definitely going on much easier. And again, I'm just taking it 3/4 of the way over. I mean, it did go on much easier as far as that goes, but as far as payoff, really, they're both the same. Yeah, I mean, they're both the same to me. So I would suggest to wet it because it did go on much easier. That is for sure. Okay, then for the under the eye, I'm going to take this E20 and I'm going to go into strawberry moon. And I am sort of putting that up in that corner too to connect it a little bit. And then I'll take this brush here, thank you. And I'm just going to sweep along up in here. And then up in there. Now, I'm not saying this is right by no means, so it probably isn't. It's just what I do. And then I'm just going to go back into this pink, or the salmon shade. I basically just go back into everything that I already used. And make sure that, you know, you can see it, that it's still there. It didn't blend away or anything. And I think it all, actually today didn't turn out too bad with the shades. It's not the best, but I'm not really that great with these darker shades, to be honest with you. But I have to try, or I won't get anywhere, right? We all have to step outside our comfort zone. But at the same time, you can see how well they do apply, is the way I see it. You can see that they're very nicely pigmented, and they blend, you know, effortlessly and all that stuff. Okay. Then for inner corner, I'm debating on that, guys. I don't know. I kind of was going to, because I got yellow and there's this pretty gold. I think I'm going to do it. Give it a little bit of something, you know, something different. All right, then I'm just going to take this brush and kind of go under my eyes, even though there is no fallout. You know what I'm thinking? What if, right, I always do this, what if I took that peach just a little bit brighter, or up a little higher? Like, sometimes I wonder if it, I don't know. I get to thinking things, and then I'm like, should I have done that? Should I not have? have colors everywhere. That shouldn't even be there, you know? That's what I do. Because I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. Excuse my language. But anyway, I do have the a nude liner in my eyes. It is the ColourPop one. I have to go slow at that. I watch people go, and I'm like, oh gosh, they're going to get their eye. They're going to get their eye, you know? I can't. And I'm actually going to use, I think I'm going to use the Surfer. Yep, I've really been liking the Tarte Surfer Curl. It is really good. I got a sample of a couple of them actually. But it is like really good, guys. It's like right there with my Gucci, I'm telling you. Oh shoot. Without fail. I truly don't know how I mess up sometimes. I'm just like, how did that even happen? But then again, if it can happen, it's me that's gonna do it, you know? Like, I'd like to know, do you all have issues with colors? Like certain colors or all colors or what? I mean, I need to practice, I know I do. Because if you would have seen that look, oh Lord. Like, I felt so bad that I did that bad. But like the colors, I don't even know what I done. I really don't. Like, they just completely got out of hand so quickly. I have to fix right there because got a little spot right there. But like, this look doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I can live with this, you know. And I think it's not doing. I mean, obviously I didn't do great, you know, but I don't feel bad for the brand with the way I did it, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, would have issues too. I wouldn't suggest doing this either. I feel like a lot of people would have issues too that are new to makeup with trying to, you know, blend these out or figure them out. Not necessarily blend, because they blend out. That's not an issue. But like placement of them and stuff. Because, I mean, this isn't the best look I've ever done, by no means. It's not the worst now, because the worst was Monday. I mean, no kidding. The worst was definitely Monday. Like, it was bad. If you would have seen it. I mean, I just don't even know what I was thinking. Well, obviously I wasn't thinking. That would be the clear indication right there. I was not thinking. And I also feel like this palette is meant for, like, lashes. Falsies. I think it would bring any look you created, like, amazingly together. However, I do not know how to do false lashes. And I just feel like I don't have the time to practice either. I mean, I have, and I just don't get them. Alright. But I will say, this mascara is amazing. Alright, there we go. All done. There's nothing else I can do. If I do, I'm going to mess it up, I promise you. So this is the final look that I created. I can say that all the colors are very vibrant because, like I said, Monday I did use them and it was bad. But the colors weren't. The colors were beautiful. They were like True to Color, which is amazing there. They were easy to blend. They were very pigmented. Very, very pigmented. And you want to definitely start out slow and build your way, because in a matter of no time, it'll get out of hand. But that's it for today's video. I do recommend this. If for anything, the packaging. I'm not going to lie. I bought this truly, honestly, only based on packaging. I love this package. It is so pretty. The way the moon is, the way it's laid out, the pink and the purple, like, spot on. It is beautiful. And then, like, the colors, like I said, they're pretty. They're not your everyday colors. That's not what this is. But you can definitely create some different looks with this. And there's a lot of the colors that I do, like I said, I like, and I could use every day, but for the most part, this isn't an everyday eyeshadow palette. But this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. You ain't got nothing else to do. Well, maybe watch other people YouTube videos, which I could understand. That I could understand. But leave me a comment down below on maybe another palette you'd like to see, or that you're thinking about, or, you know, maybe any suggestions on how I can do better, or where I went wrong, or, you know, anything like that. That's always helpful for me, because I definitely know where I went wrong. Everything. But, or brushes even. Did I use the wrong brushes? Because that's a big thing, you know, when you're doing makeup. Technique is, it is what it is. You have to have it. And I don't have that skill set. So, you know, that is what's different, because I don't have the skill set and I have the palette, and I'm showing you how a basic person may or may not use it. and you get to see if, hey, if those are the same colors you had used and stuff like that. Like, I would love to know what kind of brushes everybody uses. That way I can use the same brushes with the palette and you can see how it works. Granted, I probably used the wrong brushes with doing the wrong thing, you know what I mean? But hey, I'm human. But until the next one, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.